Hello everyone, my name is Mr. M. Today we are going to learn how to factor polynomials by grouping. So go ahead and complete the intro activity. Be sure to pause your video while you're doing it. Come back once you're done so that you can check your answer. Now we learned from the previous video, which I'm going to share it to you. Check out the link inside the description box about factoring quadratic trinomials using crisscross. But notice that this is not a quadratic trinomial. However, you can still apply crisscross method. Why? Because we have the leading term and the last term. The middle term is missing, meaning it's 0, right? So what's the first step? Factor the leading term. And those are ab squared times ab squared. Now second step, factor the last term. Negative 81, which the factors are negative 9 times positive 9, or you can switch them around. Yeah? Now, step 3, crisscross. So this purple, multiply them. So ab squared times positive 9, that's positive 9ab squared. Then this orange, so that's ab squared times negative 9, that's negative 9ab squared. So what's step 4? We add this up, and the result is 0, right? 0 means there's nothing in the middle, which is correct. Therefore, this work is correct. Now, what are the factors? Our first factor is this binomial, right? ab squared minus 9, and that's what we have here. Let's show that. And the second factor across is ab squared plus 9, which is that. Or you can switch them around, it's commutative anyway. Now let's do a brief recall. Remember the two keywords, the greatest common factor and the greatest common monomial factor that we learned from the previous lesson. Again, I'm going to share to you the link inside the description box. Please check it out so that you can recall how to do this work. Alright? Well, in fact, we're going to do a brief recall. So what is the greatest common factor of 6, 8, 18, and 24? And that is positive 2. 2 is the only number that goes to 6, 8, 18, and 24 evenly. Let's do another recall. It says find the greatest common monomial factor of each binomial. So let's have 9mn plus 3me. So what is the greatest common monomial factor? It's 3m. How did I get this answer? Notice that 3 is the largest number that goes to 9 and 3 evenly. And also, m appears on both terms. N and e are not common factors. Right? How about here? What is the GCMF? Right there, 4i. Why 4i? 4 is the biggest number that goes to 12 and 4 evenly. I appears on both terms, but n and e are not common factors. Now let's have the model problem. It says factor the polynomial below: 18mn plus 6me plus 24in plus 8ie. Now what do? Let's copy that first. What do you remember about 18, 6, 24, and 8? Their GCF is 2. So we need to divide each of these terms by 2. And what's the result? Let's take a look. We need to put the result inside the parentheses. So 18mn divided by 2, that's 9mn. Plus, if we divide 6me by 2, the result is 3me, positive 3me. Now how about 24in? So 24 divided by 2, that's positive 12. In right? And then positive 8i divided by 2, that's 4, positive 4, and then you keep the variables. Now, there's another parenthesis here. What do we put there? The GCF 2. Clear? Now let's apply the grouping strategy. So if you notice, I put two sets of parentheses here to group this 4 terms here and with their respective colors. So this is, you see the green and the blue terms, right? So I'm going to bring them down. Notice they're enclosed inside the parentheses, each of the binomial this time. But I kept the plus outside. You see the plus there? There you go. Right. Now let's cover this for now. Let's deal with the first binomial. What do you remember about this? The GCMF, remember from the previous, from the recall, the GCMF is 3m. So what do we do with this? We divide each of them by 3m. Yeah? And what's the result? So 9mn divided by 3m, that's 3n. How did I get that? So 9 divided by 3 is 3. M divided by n is 1, or they divide out, and n is left there. So we bring it down. Plus, that's a plus. 3 divided by 3 is 1. M divided by m is 1. So E is by itself now, so you bring it down. This is actually they divide out. Right? And what do we put inside this parentheses? The GCMF. Plus, again, we bring this down. We bring this down. Plus, right? And another set of two parentheses, two sets of parentheses. So we remember this, the GCMF is 4i, right? We divide this by 4i. So 12in divided by 4i. So 12 divided by 4, that's 3. And then I divided by I, they divide out. And n is left there, so we bring it down. So 3n, that's the quotient. How about this one? So 4i divided by 4i, they divide out. E is by itself, so E is left there. Now, what do we put inside this parentheses? The GCMF, 4i. Clear? Now, what do you notice? This term, 3n plus e, is the same as this 3n plus e. If we put them together, we're gonna put them here, right? So this 3n plus e and 3n plus e are put together, so we factor them out, right? What's left? 3m plus 4i inside the parentheses. Clear? But there's something missing. Notice that we haven't touched this positive 2 there. What do we do with that? We just simply bring it down there. And that is the factor, or these are the factors of the original polynomial right there. Okay? So that those are the factors, or you can write your final answer as this. They are commutative, so we can put this positive 2 in front, right? And then copy the rest. Now it's your turn to practice. Go ahead and complete these 2 problems. Pause your video, come back once you're done so that you can check your answers. There you have it. I hope you got them both correct. Thank you for watching and learning with me. Be sure to click the links below inside the description box for additional resources so that you can practice and learn more. Please take care of yourself and each other.